Hey everyone. So Amit, we have talked about how Web3 and coming in the coming time, the peer-to-peer selling or the peer-to-peer relationships is the way to go. What's your take on marketing in general in metaverse or in the world of Web3?
Yeah, I think that marketing for us is something like Googling. What is it? Googling and marketing
Hmm.
is taking a noun and making it a verb, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
So to marketing means to build a market.
Okay.
Like to Googling is to go and search for something, right?
Yeah.
It's become a
Yeah.
verb. So
Hmm.
the verb form of marketing is to really build a marketplace
Hmm.
that people find useful to go to and hang out and engage and to potentially exchange information and to buy things and sell things and to facilitate
Hmm.
the buying and selling of things. That's what a
So.
marketplace is. To
Hmm.
market or to do marketing is to build such
Hmm.
a place that's good for these things for a lot of people and more people and more transactions and profits. That's what marketing is intended to do. So
Yeah.
whether it's Web3 or Web2 or metaverse or physical universe or whatever it is, this basic thing doesn't change.
Hmm.
And what becomes specific and possible is the notion of peer-to-peer markets, where every individual is both a buyer and a seller, and therefore can directly trade with other people,
Hmm.
regardless of context or in the context of whatever it is they might be doing. So this notion of contextual computing
Hmm. Hmm.
and convergence, which is, you can do anything anywhere with anyone, right? That's what this whole digitization is supposed to enable, and we're excited to see it come through for people who are choosing to do it within particular blockchains. Then you call it Web3, but
Yeah. Hmm.
that's a very restrictive way of looking at the internet.
What role does a brand or an organization have to play when we are talking about strictly peer to peer, or we're moving in that direction? I'm just trying to draw a parallel among what is happening right now and where we are heading towards, and the role of
Yeah.
brands in that
See,
transition.
ultimately, the peer-to-peer thing can even be done with something like a Bitcoin, right? Which has no
Hmm.
brand other than the coin itself, right?
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
money
Hmm. Hmm.
at an abstract form or in a specific form is the most general form of this type of transaction, exchanging money
Yeah.
because you have to exchange money.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
just payments, right? Which is
Hmm.
what that base type of layer enables.
Hmm.
But a brand otherwise is a exchange of money for something specific and specific context and specific, aspect of work, life, or play.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Hmm.
you can,
Yeah.
So that context and the facilitation of those products and services within that context
Hmm.
is what which is what forms a community, right? Or a place or a marketplace, right? It's what forms the
Yeah.
broader
Hmm.
ecosystem,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that
Hmm.
is the brand.
Yeah. So it's still more or less the same, just as like it's more of a community. It's going towards community. It's community driven. You have people exchanging experiences, their thoughts, and
Yeah,
not just like
it's not that
selling.
it's changed from something that wasn't there to something that's there. It's actually, if you see, all the best brands in the past have also been this way already.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So those that have understood that a brand is nothing more than a belief in a
Yeah.
bunch of people
Mm.
that are loyal to that particular story or experience that's being made possible there. But it's people,
Yeah.
without people, you don't have anything. It's like Facebook is not Facebook because it has the software that it has in
Yeah.
the cloud.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
because all the people are there using it.
Yeah.
Right? So they believe in it and they start
Mm.
using it, and then they're part of Facebook. then they might complain about it, but they're using it and they believe in it and they're part of it. Right? So that's what it is to create a brand, which is that people are coming together and finding value and then finding each other and finding value in that, right? And so on and so forth until there's some need for monetary exchange of services or goods and services, which happens obviously, and there's lots of people, obviously everybody can't do everything by themselves, so they start to exchange and natural markets form from groups of people, which is called communities.
Yeah. Cool. So, and what about the traditional marketing methods as if we talk about that, where do you think that is going?
Traditional marketing has broadly, a few categories within it. You might say prepaid marketing. You might say post-paid marketing. You might say distributor and resellers, all of these are forms of driving sales. So when you do prepaid, you buy ads and you buy content in various, Facebooks and newspapers and magazines and that.
Yeah.
And then when you do affiliates, you pay when the sale happens based on like a last click retail type model.
Yeah.
Where the sale has to happen. Reseller, it's a reseller commerce model, affiliates. And then you have marketplaces and stores where you put your products and hope that people buy, like Apple, all the places, Apple's marketplace, Google's marketplace in the digital world, and then Amazon and Etsy and everything else. And then your own stores and your own channels, right?
Yeah.
So the marketing this is traditional marketing. It doesn't change these things, but what changes is how you track it, what you are sending in those call to actions, the CTAs, With the Awake universe, every single click right across, whether it's Web 2 or Web 1 or Web 3 or whatever, it's driven by the people that are doing the work across platforms and blockchains, and their own, wallet, so to speak, is connected directly to all activity that they might perform on any network on the internet. And they get directly compensated from profits that are generated because of that direct connection to people and buying and selling.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether you're doing the sharing on Facebook or, inside of a Web3 chat, what difference does it make?
Yeah, right? It doesn't make a difference. Yeah. Awesome. So thanks, Amit, so much for the elaborate explanation on where marketing is going and giving us a clearer picture. Thanks so much.
It's exciting. Cheers.